Hello, everybody. Welcome to another tarot reading. My name is Amber, and this is Earthy Indigo. I hope that you are doing very well today or tonight, or whenever it is that you are tuning in to this reading. I do want to apologize in advance if the audio is a little bit off in this reading. My microphone went out last week, and so I'm using just the microphone on my phone, so it doesn't have any noise control or noise cancellation. So sorry if you can hear any background noise. Hopefully it works decently, and I can get a new microphone soon. I am working on it. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. We're going to start off with the zodiac signs. See what comes through here. I do hope you're all doing very well. I don't know if I said that, but I'm going to say it twice if I did. Okay, hold on. There's some on the ground. And I do have a new setup as well. So it's a little bit smaller of an area. So I'm hoping I don't hit the camera, but it's a possibility. So just throwing that out there. Okay, let's see what we have here. So first out, we have Sagittarius with the number 9. So 9 could be the month of September, the 9th month. Could also be a life path number. Somebody here could be a Sagittarius. Sorry, just checking to make sure that I'm actually in view of the camera. Okay, so Sagittarius, and then we have Neptune. So Neptune rules Pisces. We also have the number 21, which would reduce down to the number 3. So the month of March could be significant, maybe March 21st or 9th or September 21st or September 9th, I guess, too. And then we have a Leo with the number 5. 5 could be the month of May. So we have 2 fire signs and a water sign coming through. All right, so let's get some tarot. We're going to use the Everyday Witches Tarot. And let's just see what messages come out here. So what messages do you have for the collective at this time? Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords. Not always a very pleasant card to see, but we'll see what else we have underneath that. We have the 10 of Cups. Wow, look at that. 10, 10. Okay, I really like this. I really like this for a number of reasons. So we have 10, 10. Now 10s talk about endings. They also talk about new beginnings. So it's like one door closes and another door opens. So we have a door closing here, which is this 10 of Swords. Now for some of you, maybe you've experienced some betrayal or some heartache. Could have been, multiple times or from multiple people. It's going to be different for everybody, but this could have been something that happened in the past. For a lot of you, I do feel like this was kind of like a blind sight. I don't feel like you saw it coming, or maybe for some of you, you don't even really know who all was involved because you can't see this person running away here. But what's coming in for you, this new cycle, new beginning that's coming in for you, is this 10 of Cups. So some of you, it could be a romantic connection, but this can talk about family. It can talk about like a happy home as well. Just emotional fulfillment. Now, for some of you, this could be the ending of maybe you've been doing a lot of healing, some sort of emotional wound could be, tied in with this betrayal here. And this 10 of Cups here is talking about, moving past that. But let's see here. So what else can you tell us? Okay, so the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. So definitely could be a romantic situation, and we have the Emperor underneath that. Okay, so and then we have the Hanged Man. So Aries energy with the Emperor, and then Virgo energy with the Hanged Man. We have the Queen of Pentacles as well, and we have the Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. Knight of Pentacles following that. I'm going to stop there. Let's get into this a little bit. So, okay, I do feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be a romantic reading, which I think is, lovely. Now, we did just celebrate Valentine's Day. If you're watching this at the time of upload, Valentine's Day was yesterday. So, for some of you, maybe you had a very lovely Valentine's Day. Maybe somebody came and gave you some sort of a gift or an offer of love. Maybe some of you, like, what you went out on a date or something like that. So we do have the divine masculine here with the Emperor. So maybe you resonate with being a divine masculine, or maybe you could see this person as being your divine masculine. Take it how it resonates for you. For some of you, this could be somebody from the past. With the Six of Cups here, this does talk about past connections. This could also be a soulmate. A higher level soulmate, could be a divine partner. Take it how it resonates for you. With the Queen of Pentacles here, this to me is going to be the divine feminine coming in. So it's also earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then with the Hanged Man. So there's something here with the Hanged Man, like, I don't know, maybe somebody here got some sort of a new perspective, or maybe like, okay, this is kind of interesting, and this may be specific, but I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, it's kind of like something got unlocked. Maybe it was some sort of like an emotion got unlocked, or maybe there was like an expression of an emotion recently. I don't know, like maybe somebody said I love you for the first time or something like that. For others of you, maybe there's like it's just like an emotion being unlocked. That's just the only way that I can describe it, because that's just how it keeps coming through. It's just there's been an emotion that's been unlocked, and I'm not sure if this has to do with this Ten of Swords that has been released. I kind of feel like it could have been. So for some of you, maybe this is a situation where you had a difficult relationship in the past. Maybe there was betrayal involved in that relationship. And now that maybe you're starting to feel feelings for this person that you are seeing. And maybe that's a little bit, new, or it's something that you haven't really allowed yourself to do in a while. I'm not really picking up this energy of it being something scary. I'm just kind of getting this feeling of like maybe for some of you, you haven't been dating a lot, or you haven't dated in a while, or it's just been like maybe you haven't opened yourself up to a connection like this in a while, and now you are, or you're thinking about it. There could be a sense of hesitancy here with the Hanged Man and then the Knight of Pentacles. There could definitely be a sense of hesitancy, because the Knight of Pentacles can talk about slow movement. It is something stable coming in, but it's very, very slow, like super slow. Okay, so let's talk about the Hanged Man. Can you tell me about the Hanged Man? Why is that here? Interesting. Let me get the ones on the floor. Okay, before I show you these, what's this one? The Seven of Swords. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords, and the ones on the floor were the Queen of Cups and the Lovers. Now, this is really interesting because I'm getting this Queen of Cups as being in the reversed. So when the Queen of Cups is in reversed energy, this can be somebody who can be, I'm getting kind of like emotionally manipulative. This could be somebody who maybe like, I don't know, like maybe they like cry to get their way, or they use like some sort of like emotional manipulation. There could be something here to do with children. Like maybe this is a person who like uses, I'm just going to leave that there. There could just be something here because she's pregnant. With the Lovers here, this, I feel like for a lot of you, this could be this connection from the past, this Ten of Swords situation. Whether or not, this queen is a king, or, a queen, take it how it resonates for you. That's just the energy that I'm getting here. But yeah, I really do feel like that. You could have honestly thought that this person was, very, for some of you, this person could be what you would consider to be your twin flame, or you could have thought that they filled. For some of you, I'm kind of getting the sense of like maybe you were trying to force them into that category. But either way, like there was a lot of, especially with the Seven of Swords here, this is like deceit and betrayal and lying and like just shady stuff. I was gonna say backstabbing. So Take it how it resonates for you. Now, for some of you, and please only take this if it resonates for you. If it doesn't, it's not for you, so you can leave it. But for some of you, there's something here to do with infidelity. There could have, it could have been with a I was going to say cancer. So somebody could be a cancer, or maybe there was a cancer involved somehow. Could have been a water sign though, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Could have also been a Gemini or an air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Now, please do take that how it resonates for you. I do feel like you're gonna know that if that's meant for you. Um, okay, so I mean, it's kind of like I said, like the reason why I think that, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of feeling like this Hanged Man energy is you, the viewer, whether you resonate with being the Emperor or this Queen of Pentacles here. I do feel like you're kind of the one that's in this Hanged Man energy, and I feel like it has to do with, this very difficult, painful situation that you went through in the past. A connection, because the Queen of Cups can be a very loving, a very, loving, caring, generous, motherly type of an energy when she is in the upright, when she is, standing in her power, when she is healed. But when she is in the reverse, when she is standing, when she's unhealed, and she's coming from a wounded energy, you know, um, sorry for that noise. I have neighbors, and they're outside. I think that was a dog. Um, I'm not sure. It could have been a person. But anyway, I don't, anyway, that distracted me a little bit. So, but yeah, like I was saying here, in the reverse, this is somebody who uses that energy to, okay, this is interesting. So for some of you, okay, this is really interesting here. Again, this is going to be specific, but for some of you, there's something about how this person used the fact that you could be, how do I say this? Okay, hold on, let me start over. So you, the viewer, whoever this, this Hanged Man energy is resonating for, they could be standing in this Queen of Cups energy when she's in the upright. Do you know what I mean? So you could be a very loving person. You could be a very caring person. You could be somebody who, you could be a parent yourself. You could be very nurturing, very, very open emotionally. And this person from your past, this connection, it could have been multiple people, like I said, but there's definitely a romantic connection here. They used that against you, or to manipulate you, or to hurt you in some way or another. Maybe for some of you, like they made you out to be, maybe there's like some slander or gossip going on here where they're trying to make you out to be, a manipulative person, like saying that you're not actually as loving and caring as you try to be, that's just like a manipulation tactic or something like that. Do take that how that resonates for you. I'm getting a little bit, like narcissistic energy with that. Again, or I guess not again, but if you, read the disclaimer, I'm not a psychologist, so I cannot diagnose anybody. I can only speak on what I've experienced in my own personal life and gone through in my own personal healing journey. And that's just the vibe that I'm getting here. So, you know, take it or leave it. I'm just, with this lover's energy here, though, I'm really just getting that there was infidelity. I'm getting, and it's plural too, lovers, the lovers. Like there was more than one, and there's more than one sword here too. So, like, I do feel like there's more than just this lover involved here in the situation. But and then we have the Seven of Swords too. That's very sneaky energy. This person was sneaking around. Could have been at nighttime. Oh, look at that. We got the freaking devil showing up. Are you kidding me? That just popped itself out of the top of the deck right here. So Capricorn energy. Wow. The devil. I mean, yeah, like I was saying, could definitely be some narcissistic energy here with this. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's an ex. Your ex is showing up as the devil, or this person's ex is showing up as the devil. I think you're going to know if this story is for you, or if this reading is for you, just by that. And if it's not for you, that's okay. The next one could be for you. you're more than welcome to continue to hang out here and, just uh, be entertained by the reading, if this isn't resonating for you. But, you know, yeah. For some of you, there could be something here to do with addiction. There could have been something here with like money. Like maybe, like for some of you, there's kind of like a gold digger sort of an energy with this devil. Like maybe this devil was using like money or distractions. They were distracting. Okay, because it's like I just okay. Hold on. Let me slow down a second. Sorry. Messages are coming through a lot here. So with this devil, I'm getting this feeling like he's trying to convince the guy with like money and like possibly, like maybe even ice cream to, do whatever it is that the devil's trying to convince this guy to do. And this girl is looking at this guy like, come on, are you going to listen? Are you going to pay attention? Um, and the cats are even trying to like get them to like get up and go away. So for some of you, there could definitely have been like, you know, this devil could be talking a lot about you, about the situation. There's a lot of trickery afoot, and just like bribery. It's just I don't really know. Take that if that resonates for you. There could definitely be something here to do with money. Something with sweets, like maybe somebody's like pretending to be sweet or they're offering sweet. Maybe there's something like specifically with ice cream. Um, it's interesting. We also have the number 15, which would reduce down to a 6, and then we have a 6 here. I don't know why those numbers could be significant. 66, somebody could be 66. Getting root 66, again with the root 66. So this has been coming up a lot in the readings, and I don't really know what it means. I think there may have been like a clothing. Was there a clothing? Maybe like jeans? Or there was a store called Route 66, a clothing store? Okay, very interesting. There could be something here to do with travel. Because Route 66, I always think of like traveling with that. So and I don't know, maybe there's like a highway, specifically like a highway or a route or something like that somebody's traveling or needs to travel, or this devil wants to take you down. Interesting. But I honestly feel like you're done with this devil. I don't know, the devil's still showing up here though. But we have the 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, so I really do feel like you are done with them. You're like, why are you showing up again? Like, this is you, and this is the devil coming in here like, hey collective, do you want my fake cup that's really empty but I'm gonna pretend it's full? And you're like, oh my god, why are you here again? Don't you like have things to do, like other people to torment? I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, look at that, Queen of Wands. There you are. See, you're like, come on now, just get out of here. I got dragons to slay and, hummingbirds to feed and portraits to pose for. All right. Yeah, y'all, I really wouldn't worry too much about this X energy, but I really think too that this is sort of kind of holding back. I'm not just gonna say the viewer. You can take it how it resonates for you, but I think that this is kind of like this. How do I say this? Okay, so what you went through with this connection and with this devilish X over here is kind of stuck you in this hanged man energy. But I do feel like there's this emperor or this queen that's showing up here. Maybe you've already met them. Maybe you're about to meet them, and I feel like there's a lot of potential there with that. So can we get an energy here on this queen and this emperor? What can the collective expect from this person showing up? This new person. So we have the 10 of Wands and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. So we have the 4 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and that's followed by the Moon, and then the 2 of Cups. So I feel like, and then the Hermit. So I feel like, I kind of feel like, honestly, the advice is to just be patient and go slow. You may be kind of feeling like it's a little bit of an uphill battle right here with the 10 of Wands. Now, I do want to point out the fact that we've had 3 of the 4 10s. So we have the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and now we have the 10 of Wands. So 10, 10, 10. There could definitely be something here to do with cycles. Somebody here could be 30 or in their 30s. Something with maybe just like the number 3, maybe 333 specifically, maybe Archangel Jophiel. Somebody could be creative, but there's a sense here of like taking a break. Okay, let me say that again. There's a sense here of resting and being patient with yourself, giving yourself patience, I guess. I just didn't really know how else to say that, but it's kind of like giving yourself an understanding that, you know, I don't even really know how to say this. So, I guess it's just kind of like an understanding of like you went through what you went through and your feelings are valid, and there's no specific timeline on healing. There's no, you have to heal in 3 years, you have to heal in 6 months, you have to heal by, you know, 10 years. There's no time limit. Everybody heals in their own way and at their own pace. And I feel like there's a need here or a message here to give yourself that space and that leniency to heal according to your own personal timeline, and to be patient and understanding with where you are currently on your healing timeline. It's possible that maybe there's some stuff that's coming up here, maybe some things that are needing to be resolved. And maybe it's things that you thought you had already worked through or worked past. And I do want to say that just because it's coming back up or it's showing it's coming back around, that doesn't mean that it's not healed. It could just be, that there's something else that needs to be acknowledged here. It could also just be, that maybe, you know, maybe there's somebody else that needs to hear what it is that you experienced. There's all kinds of different reasons that it could be coming back up. Sometimes it's just, residual and just needs to be washed away. I find that, um, you know, good cryings can sometimes be very helpful with that. Just like and maybe just water in general, showers or oceans or things like that. A hug from a beloved pet. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna leave that there. But with the Hermit here being on the bottom of the deck too, there's also like for some of you, you could be maybe going inward a lot. Maybe you're doing a lot of meditating, trying to figure out like why you're feeling what you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling a little bit guilty about the fact that these feelings are resurfacing, maybe especially if things are going really good with this new person here, if you've already met them and you're in a connection with them, or whatever the case may be. But I think that this is just, it's just a reminder to be patient with yourself, and to give yourself breaks when needed. And for some of you, definitely, meditation or connecting, however you do it, but connecting with yourself at the very least, and not running from the feelings, not running from the emotions, allowing them. It's like sitting with them, like I like to metaphorically say it's like having them over for a cup of tea. It's like, let's sit down and let's talk and let's see, like what's going on, and see if we can't like work this out so that you don't come around anymore, kind of a thing. Or whatever the case may be, or if you do come around, like it can be pleasant, or cordial. But anyway, again, this is all just kind of like more metaphorically. I find that metaphors help me to explain the messages that I'm getting in a more clearer way, I guess, as clear as I can get it. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna do things a little different. So I have some signs from the stars, and I was going to get some of these in the beginning before the tarot, but I forgot. So I'm not really one who believes in coincidences, so let's get them now. I do feel like this is when we were meant to get them. So what other messages can you provide us? So we have Scorpio, which would be a water sign. We have Hawk. I always get messages with Hawk, so there could definitely be some messages coming through here. For some of you, these could be messages from like your spirit guides or your ancestors. For some of you, maybe it's something to do with like dreams. Maybe it's just kind of like your intuition. Some of you could be getting like I don't know, intuitive hits or intuitive downloads. It could be also something here to do about like seeing things from a different perspective, and also seeing things like with a clearer vision. Because like if you think about a hawk, because I have a hawk, there's some hawks that are nesting in a tree by where I live, and I see that I actually just saw this hawk a couple hours ago, but they go way, way, way high up to the very top of the tree, and they sit there and they look around. And if you know anything about hawks, they have very, very good vision. So even at the very top of the tree, they can see like a little mouse on the ground. And I was looking at this hawk earlier, and I was actually thinking about the hawk vision. So there could be something to do with that. Now, for some of you, maybe this is why these feelings are coming up, why these memories maybe are coming up, why these, triggers, whatever it might be for you, are coming up right now, is not necessarily, maybe it doesn't have anything at all to do with your healing journey or needing to heal anything or let anything go. Maybe it's because now you have more or less like fresh eyes because of what you've gone through and where you are currently in your path compared to where you were when it happened, where you can look at the situation maybe from a like an outside point of view or from a higher point of view, get like a hawk's eye point of view where you can see, kind of more of like the bigger picture instead of like just seeing the world as that little mouse down on the ground. You can see it as the hawk up in the tree. Does that make sense? For some of you, I kind of feel like that could definitely be what's coming through here. There's a sense of kind of like a dark night of the soul, like a internal analyzing for some of you. There's a lot of there's that getting a lot of Virgo energy here, but we do have the Hermit, which is Virgo, and then we had the, what's it called, the Hanged Man. Okay, and we have Waxing Moon. We have 555. I knew there was going to be an angel number in here, so we have 555. Now 5 fives can talk about change, so there definitely could be a lot of changes going on. There's definitely a lot of changes going on collectively, especially with some files that have recently been released. There's a lot of rose-tinted glasses that are no longer working. But there's aside from all of that, globally and mostly globally and collectively, they're in personal lives as well, like as a collective and as individuals, we're also experiencing these energies in our own personal lives. There's a lot of changes and a lot of transformations that are going on. There could be, like I said, like some dark night of the soul energy, things coming up to the surface in order to be reanalyzed, reevaluated, maybe let go of. I'm getting this sense of like kind of like this is interesting. So it's kind of like a well full of like bubbling tar, but it's like the tar is like sitting at the top and it keeps bubbling up, and the more it keeps bubbling up, the more that you are able to like clean it off until there's nothing but clean water. So like that's a very interesting message to come through. That's just kind of like that's how it came through to me, so interpret that how you will. If that doesn't resonate for you, then leave that, but that's kind of what I'm getting here. For some of you, there's something here to do with, what was that movie called, The Never Ending Story. The scene with Atreyu and the horse in the swamp. So it's like It's kind of like that, like the tar sense looks. It's just reminding me a lot of that scene in that movie. So anyway, if you've never seen that movie, I recommend you go see that movie. It's a great movie. Um, okay, but last we have praying mantis. Okay, so now I want to get an animal message. So let's get one of these. And then we are going to get a note from the universe. Holy cannoli. Okay, one second. This whole thing is... Okay, we're going to take those because they did not want to go back in. That whole deck just almost threw itself at me. Okay, what do we have here? We have eagle. Look at that. We got hawk, and then now we have eagle. So definitely, you know, with that bird's eye view, getting that higher perspective here. So it says mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. I like it. I really like this. Okay. Puffin, another bird. So there could be something here to do with birds. This one says partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So maybe there's something here to do with some sort of a partnership or a team. For some of you, it could be business related, maybe, or work related. Sorry, my voice is, I guess, deciding to not work right now, so apologies. We have cougar, assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Okay, interesting. So for some of you, maybe there's like some sort of a change that you need to make, and maybe it's kind of maybe it was okay, excuse me, maybe it's requiring some sort of like a leap of faith, and it's a little intimidating or a little bit scary. But this card right here is letting you know that you do have the courage and the confidence to succeed. Just have the belief in yourself. You know, it's like in Peter Pan, right? So Tinkerbell's pixie dust, it doesn't work if you don't believe. So you have to believe. Okay, and then we have Ram. So again, with the Aries energy here with Ram, and it says perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. I kind of feel like for some of you, there could be something here to do with like your voice, or maybe speaking your truth. Maybe you have something to say to somebody, and you sorry, I keep hitting the camera. Maybe you have something to say to somebody, and you are finding it difficult to say it or to find the right words. Maybe every time you try to say it, your words get caught in your throat. Like what's that expression? You have a frog in your throat? Okay, so I'm kind of shuffling these cards a little bit off screen. But we're going to get a note from the universe. Ta-da! And this is going to be, these are going to be the last cards. So thank you guys very much for taking time out of your day or night to hang out here with me. I do hope the messages were helpful and they resonated. If you're here just hanging out, I hope you had fun. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you were entertained. Okay, so I got a little bit more than I meant to, but that's okay. So the first one says, psst, shh, around the bend in the unseen, arising from the very uncertainties that may now seem to taunt you, there are some amazing surprises. Awesome twists and spellbinding coincidences about to emerge that you can't even now imagine. Mwahaha, the universe. For us here, because of you, watching is so much fun. Someone please pass the Twizzlers. Like that. I got like drive-in movie with that card. I don't know why, it's probably because of the Twizzlers, but the next one we have says taking massive action on massive dreams amidst massive uncertainties is pretty much where anyone who's ever done anything massive had to start. And then things got way easier. Massive love the universe. Besides, massive uncertainties are normal. Woohoo! Okay, I love this message. I just got like this feeling in my heart as I was reading that message, because this message resonates with me personally like a lot, with what I've got going on in my own personal life. And so I do feel like, for some of you, there is something that is requiring a leap of faith. And this card right here is your reminder that, massive action is required for massive dreams. Pardon me. So whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish is going to be massive and amazing, but it is going to require some sort of a massive leap of faith, and, this, I mean, if the universe is coming through to give you this message in a tarot reading, then it's probably, something that they really want you to trust them on. That's the thing about the leap of faith. The leap of faiths, you don't always know what's coming up next. You just have to have faith that if you jump, the universe will catch you. Metaphorically, of course. Of course. A horse is a horse, of course. Okay. Next we have, the day will come, I assure you, when you will sit so high upon your throne that absolutely no slight or violation you will have ever endured will matter to you in the least, if that day hasn't come already. All about the universe. I just hope you're not afraid of heights. Wow, this is amazing. This is beautiful, because we got two queens, and then we got this, the Queen of Cups, which I was taking as being, your ex, but also them trying to portray you as being, an emotionally manipulative person for some. But I'm with this, where was I going with that? Oh, with the throne, because it's like a sense of like a I guess royalty, for lack of a better word, regal. That's what I was looking for. It's like a sense of like regal. You're confident and you're standing in your power. And for some of you, like I said, like you could be going through being in the middle of a dark night of the soul right now. You could be going through, it. You really could, and I'm here to tell you that I've been through it myself. I've experienced my fair share of dark nights of the soul, and you're not alone, and you are brave and amazing, and I know you can get through this, because the universe wouldn't give you anything you couldn't handle. That's just my personal belief, and you can take or leave that, but that is just, what I believe is that the universe, the divine, the higher power, God, whatever you want to believe or call it, they're not going to give you anything that you can't handle. So if you're going through it right now, it's because you can handle it. And you got it. All right? I believe in you. You can do this. All right, for whoever needed to hear that. So, also, when it says, I just hope you're not afraid of heights, because we were talking about the hawks, right? And being like high up in the tree. Okay, hold on. There's a song. Okay, wait. You're so high above me. You're so lovely. Or is it she's so high, above me, she's so lovely? I don't know. It's like I think it's a 90s song. Anyway, yeah, I don't know who sings that song, but the lyrics are the lyrics that are coming through are, she's so high above me, she's so lovely. That's it. Those are all the lyrics that are coming through. Okay. Last card, you guys. So this one says, you could pray for 1,000 nights, visualize for 1,000 days, and give thanks for 1,000 things, But when you physically prepare the way, dear, no matter how silly, tiny, or futile your efforts may seem, that 1,000 miracles will find you. Ugh chucka, the universe. I can't help this feeling. I'm so in love with you. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, that message is lost. I was gonna say something with that, and then a song came through, and then the message was lost. There's another song that came through. Um, I can't shake this feeling. I just can't shake this feeling anymore. Something. Okay, but so this card right here, this card and this card, they're talking about the fact that like you can dream all you want, and you can do as many vision boards as you want. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. You definitely should, because it helps with the process. It helps with the okay, I just went blank on the word. I kept wanting to say meditation and the motivation. So all of those could be significant as well, but it helps with the vision, right? It helps put it out there into the universe. Manifestation. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. So it helps with the manifestation, with bringing it into fruition, right? Bringing it into the 3D, from the 5D to the 3D, right? As above, so below. But you have to actually do something about it, right? If you wanted to manifest in the 3D, you have to take 3D action. That's just how it goes, And as a person who is very connected with the 5D, I understand how difficult that can feel, especially when you have experienced, failures or betrayals or letdowns or whatever the case may be. If you've, like, let's say, shared and expressed your dream with people in the past and you've been told it was stupid, or you've been told it wouldn't work, or whatever the case may be, I understand it can be daunting to take that leap of faith, but even a small step is still a step in the right direction, right? Like, nobody's saying that you've got to get to the finish line today, but just like walk through the door, put one foot in front of the other, and then put the other foot in front of that foot, and just do that 10 times and see where it takes you. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be big, but it has to be something. And I really, really like this because like I said, like, I resonate very strongly with these two cards, the messages of these two cards a lot, especially with, what I've got going on in my personal life. And so that's something that, I'm feeling very strongly right now, and have been feeling very strongly for the last few weeks, is like, okay, like, this dream is a beautiful, lovely, wonderful dream, and I've spent a lot of time, perfecting it, as well as you can perfect anything, because nothing is perfect, right? But how do we take it from the 5D to the 3D? What, even baby steps, but something, every day. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave this. Thank you guys again for hanging out here. I do hope the messages were helpful and they resonated. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, or whenever it was you were tuning in to this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.